Hey, what's up, Herminators? Sorry for not posting for a week long because this week was unfortunately exams week for me, but now that I'm finished with that, I'm here to provide you guys with more content. So I have recently reached 1,000 subs, and from what I see, I'm actually really close to 1,100. I would have never thought of reaching 1,000, but this is all thanks to you guys, and I really want to build a strong community with this channel. To give back to you guys from the last video, I promised a giveaway, and it is fairly similar to the last time. Just leave a comment below, subscribe to me, tell me what you want to see more in the future, and I will pick 4 people to win a $10 G2A gift card. This can really help you out with a Black Rock Mountain set if you decide to buy it, or a couple packs to help you out in the game. I also have a scheduling for videos now, as I will be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I would definitely be posting something fun on Mondays, deck spotlights on Wednesdays, and a lot of people have been asking me about the meta, so I decided to make a video about that every Friday. It would definitely help you guys out as the meta is always changing, and if you guys haven't been playing for a long time, stay tuned to my Friday videos and you would learn a lot about the meta. So this video isn't only about the giveaway. I'm also going to show you the 3 decks that I've been playing for the past week, which are amazing and unique. The reason for that is because they are suitable for the meta, fun as hell, and also legend worthy. So stay tuned. The first deck I'm going to show you guys is the #1 Priest deck. This Priest deck is pretty unique because it runs a lot of cards that Priest would not run, such as the Death Lord, Galvin Stalker, 2 times the Light Bombs, and you don't usually see a Priest deck not running Aconite and Circle of Healing combo. But in my opinion, since you have so much AoE removals, you don't even need the combo anyways. I believe this deck is built to be anti-aggro, and if you're playing against control, it is more of a fatigue type of deck, but that does not mean you can't beat them early. So how do you play this deck? This deck for me was actually pretty hard to play and dropped me to rank 10 before I got the hang of it, but when you do, it is so much fun you would never stop playing it. This deck is all about the board control. As you can see, you have the answer to almost everything. You slowly whittle them down with your creatures and buffing them up with Valence Chosen and Power Word Shield to keep them intact on the board to consistently do damage. Galvin Stalker is there to ensure you that at least something is buffed. This deck really requires a lot of planning. Like if you want to play the Death Lord, you need to know how to handle the creature it summons. If it's a small creature, you can easily trade into it with your creatures, but if it's something like a Ragnaros, then you really need to Shadow Word Death it. You can also use Mind Control or Light Bomb to handle it as well. Those are some of the stuff to think about, but nonetheless, the Death Lord is a great anti-aggro card and a great fatigue card. There's a lot of combos you can do with this deck, like you can Shadow Word Death your own Sylvanas to have like a 9 mana Mind Control, or you can use the Shrinkmeister to Shrinkmeister any type of cards you grab with your Shadow Word Death, Shadow Madness, or your Cabal Shadow Priest. So overall, like other Priest deck, this deck is very weak to Rogue because of their amount of burst, and we play fairly slow and not put up enough board pressure to beat down the Rogue before they beat us down. But against all the other matchups, it is quite fair. The matchups can go either way, but if you know how to play this deck inside out, I'm pretty sure you'll win most of your matchups. The second deck will be Purple Drank's or Rogue deck. Simply enough, I love this deck because of the Novish Inventors, while also teching in the gadgets in for the card draw. This deck gives you so much card draw potential and tempo you can easily draw into your combos. This version of the deck does remove some damage potential because you're not running Pilot Shredder like everyone else are nowadays, or South Sea Deckhand to do instant damage. I have made a couple of substitutions to this deck, like taking away 2 Earthen Ring Farseer and putting in 2 Violet Teachers. I felt that this deck does not have enough board presence and relied too much on the combo. Now that I've taken away 2 Earthen Ring Farseer, I need a healing card, so I took away 1 Shiv for an Antique Heal Bot. But when I take away a Shiv, I thought that 2 Gadgetsins were too much, so I took out 1 Gadgetsin for another Sprint. I felt this was just right. This deck has been working quite well for me so far, and I will continue to climb with it on the ladder. Overall, like any other or Rogue decks, this deck gets dominated so hard by Face Hunters and Control Warriors. But since I have more card draw now, I felt the matchups are a lot closer. Also, if you guys are new to the Aura Rogue deck and need some demonstrations of how to play it, I made a couple of videos on demonstrating how to play the deck, and I'll link it to you guys on the top left corner right there. And now you will learn how to dominate in style with the Aura Rogue deck. Lastly is Trumps to Battle Paladin deck. I know some of you will go like, this is not a unique deck since it looks like any other Paladin deck. Well, yes it is, and the reason why I'm showing it to you is because he got rank 1 in NA with it. And the other reason is, this deck is built to have a little bit of everything. So if you feel that you're unsure of where the meta stands at the moment, you can go test the waters with this deck. This deck is really good against the control matchups and has a fair share against the aggro matchups as well because of its sufficient healing and AoE removals. This deck literally runs all the tech cards possible. The only tech card it doesn't run is Khazan Mystic. It runs MC tech for the aggro matchups, Harrison for control warriors, rogues, and other paladin mirror matchups, and Big Game Hunter for Dr. Balance. Also, the deck runs the Black Knight, where it can remove the commonly run Slight Belchers or use it against the Druids. This deck is very solid, and if you're unsure what to play in the meta and you have the cards for it, this is the deck for you. I must warn you though, like any other Paladin deck, this deck does lose quite hard to Rogue and Face Hunters. Paladin just plays too slow at times and allows the Rogue to rack up damage in their hands. Also for Face Hunters, sometimes you might not even draw your heals in time to stay alive since you only run one anti-heal bot and one lay on hands, which are quite slow in general. So these are the 3 decks I've been playing for the past week, and I find them to be a lot of fun and really unique at the same time, except for the Paladin deck, but the Paladin deck is still damn good. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow my Twitter and my Facebook to keep up with my content, because I will have a lot more content out in the future for you guys to watch. So I'll see you guys on the next video.